Hello guys and welcome back. Welcome to another day with Zimaleta. My name is Serge and I know I haven't been really introducing myself as Serge and my last name is not Zimaleta. Zimaleta is just branding, but I actually like to be called Zimaleta because guys, I have cousins. There's about like 6 cousins named Serge, okay? I needed to set myself apart and so I came up with the word Zimaleta like back a long time ago. But anyways guys, this video is going to be about what am I doing right now during this corona outbreak to actually survive, to actually make money, to actually thrive in this really bad environment. And I want to talk about that right now. So guys, right now I'm doing a lot of things, you know. I am selling car parts, I'm doing Sprinter service, I'm still making money on YouTube. I'm making money on eBay. I'm making money on Amazon. I'm making money on some other stuff that I forget like what I'm making money on. It's kind of crazy. I came up with a lot of strategies last year, combined them with the strategies of this year and from the other years before to try to maximize my earnings and to try to minimize my spending. But not really. What do I mean by that? Okay, I minimize spending on bills. I maximize spending on stuff that I like I buy cars that I like, engines, electronics, and you might be wondering, how am I doing those things? Well, I always think of something and I'm like, you know what? I think this could be true. This can happen. So, I want to talk about this just a second, okay? How do I get free products? Like, I really get like free electronics. They just, they just send it to me and they pay me to actually, I guess, sort of like promote them on this channel. I guess that's not really what I'm doing, but I'm just showing the product off and stuff like that. And probably not all of you guys, not a lot of you guys like those videos, but many of you guys do and actually make me money. So I'm gonna say that because maybe this is going to be something that you want to do, and maybe not. But okay, but I get stuff like dash cams for the car. It could cost like $100, $150, like $200. They send it to me basically for free. I don't have to sell it. I don't have to tell you to buy it. I don't have to even like it. But I found so many brands. Like I dealt with already like over 250 brands. I saved them all. Like I have a place where I save all the brands that I work with, and I only work with the ones that I like. And this year I really cut my choices like way down because I wanted to keep the unboxing videos down, but they're gonna be coming back because I really enjoy doing those things and I enjoy making money and I enjoy getting free stuff. I love it because my viewers don't have to pay for it. But here's how I get that. A long time ago, when I started the channel about almost 5 years ago, I was like thinking, you know what? I just bought this GoPro. I spent my real money. I just bought this phone. I just bought this stabilizer. I just bought this microphone. And I'm thinking, you know what? I spent like real money on that. If I make a video about that and just like unboxing video and talk about this little device, wouldn't that give, I guess, an opportunity for certain brands to notice me and then contact me in the future and say, you know what? You want our microphone? We've seen you show a video about our microphone. Show our video about the microphone. Oh, we seen you show a video about battery car charger, which I bought. And then I get one for free, like a month later. That's just the way things happen. And I thought that's what's going to happen. And that's actually what happened. But for a while, I thought that was fake, okay? I made it happen. And then I was getting all these emails like, hey, you want this and that, the other thing for free? And I'm like, they're lying. This is all scam artists. This scams. I'm good at finding scams. And I'm like, they're scamming. There's no way. They're offering me like free diagnostics tools for, sprinters and stuff. And I'm like, no way. But I decided to last year because I started really noticing a trend. Got a lot of offers. And I'm like, this can't be fake. So I started contacting these companies. And it's really easy to communicate with them. They're contacting me. They already want my service, and they're like, you know what? We really enjoyed your video. You really did a good job showcasing this product, and can you show ours? Because what they really want is for their product to be, at least seen by somebody. Because if you notice, there's a lot of products these days. There's just like so many of them, and it's really hard hard to set yourself apart from other brands. And what they want to do is somebody to talk about their product and give like an honest review, you know, tell it if it's good, tell people if it's bad, anything. It's like, you know, good PR and bad PR, it's still PR, you know. So that's what they're getting. Like, I don't have any obligations to even, you know, basically like to put them in a positive light. You know what I mean? Because I would not even say yes to that, because I want to be honest with my viewers, and I'm not a sellout. But at the same time, I'm not really working anywhere else, so I need to make money. But they can't really buy my opinion. If you guys know what I mean, and if you could trust it, if you don't trust it, that's completely fine. It's up to you. But I am honest with myself, and I try to be honest with everybody, and I'm honest with my viewers all the time, and I don't like to hold back. But at this time, you know, I do want to give some of this advice out there, because guys, right now it's tough. Times are tough. Maybe you can work towards this idea in your future and actually get it, you know. So guys, I made this happen. Okay, that's how it happened. I bought stuff, made videos, put them on YouTube. I was consistent with making those videos. Companies noticed that, and they started sending me free stuff. Okay, so that was that idea. So what's some of the other ideas? Okay, I had an idea also, kind of thought, you know what, I'm always asked to provide links to my tools that I'm using, like all the time. Like when I make a video and it's a Sprinter repair video, they're like, hey, what tools are you using? Can you give us affiliate links? Affiliate. Man, I don't even know what affiliate links was. People are just like asking for it. My viewers asking for it. And then I started researching. I'm like, affiliate links, okay? So I went to Amazon, and this is something you can do very easy, and share these affiliate links on your social media and make some money. So right now, even though this is not much, but I'm making a couple $100s a month just from people using my affiliate links. And I kind of thought, you know what? If I'm going to make these affiliate links and provide them to tools that people really need, and it helps people out because they don't have to search for it. And believe it or not, it's hard to search for some of this stuff. Like, I literally had to like type it in this way, type it in that way. And it's like so much, because there's so much noise. And by noise, I mean there's so many products, and you don't know which ones are good, and you don't know which ones are, you know, bad or whatever. And there's just like so many of them. It's like because everybody's copying each other and just like flooding the market with this stuff. Just recently, I found this fuel injector down, you know, like a tester, like to test injectors if they're good or bad, to do like a leak down test, and it's only $35. And I bought it, and there's some kits for like $200. But to find that, man, I had to search. I had to really search. So I'm going to make a link, and I'm going to actually do an unboxing video for that pretty soon and show you guys where to get it, because that's actually real cheap, because there's like a lot of like nozzles inside of there that they're metal, and if your breaks like inside of your Sprinter, you could actually take one of those, and like that's not what they're designed for, but I like to save money and fix stuff like pennies on a dollar. So there's some like elbow type of nozzles. I'm thinking they could totally use these by just like connecting it and connect some other injectors and make it work. You know, of course there's like no like T connectors, you know, but that's gonna be like a little challenge. But sometimes the plastic fuel return lines, they break on Sprinters, and people are like, what am I gonna do now? It's like costs like $120 for like a new line, and that's actually if you have Mercedes discount, which I do, and you know that's what I would pay for it like at the Mercedes parts store. But it's probably a lot more than that. It's probably like $150 or like $160, you know. But a lot of these stuff now you can find on eBay for fairly cheap. So I started providing affiliate links and helping people find stuff. In return, I am being basically, you know, Amazon sending me a check because I sent them customers, you know. So that's another way of making money. See, it's like I already told you, like these two ideas that don't cost anything, a little effort, and it could be done. Okay. Now, what is some of the other ways? Like this year, I thought, you know what? Last year was great. I worked with a lot of brands, but I didn't make that much money. I barely was making it. Like, to be honest with you, barely making it. I wasn't really able to buy what I like to buy. I only got stuff that I got offered, you know, to get. So I'm like, okay, this year got to be different, okay? But I started thinking about this in December, before the New Year's, because I always try to plan ahead. What am I going to be really doing or working on in the next year? Because I like to improve myself. I like to work on myself and try to improve. So I wanted to start doing eBay sales, and for a while, I was like back and forth for 2 years. I'm like, you know what, sell sprinter parts. No, I can't take the sprinters apart and sell them. I'm about fixing them and putting back on the road. I can't just like take it all apart. It felt bad. It felt wrong taking the sprinters apart. You know, and just like basically like not putting back together. Like it just felt wrong. But I had to kind of like shut this off, you know, and I'm like, I'm just going to do it. And man, and seriously, even though I've been successful, I only spent, seriously guys, seriously, in March, no, February, excuse me, February. I started February the 12th, my eBay business, and I spent February, like 1 week in February, couple weeks in March, and I posted a bunch of stuff to eBay, okay? Bunch of stuff. Guys, I've been making pretty good money from that, like right now things are slowing down. For the past 2 weeks I didn't have much sales. I'll just be honest with you. I don't want to like leave you guys down the rabbit hole that there's no profit. I'm just like talking crap or whatever, you know, excuse my language. But for the past 2 weeks, well, it's not, things are not great, but it's my fault, okay? My priorities were fixed on fixing a Nissan Rogue, taking apart the 3.0 liter diesel engines that I just bought, working to fix the Jeep Patriot that I just bought, working on my Sprinter, working on customer Sprinters, you know. So yes, I was working. I was not being lazy, but I was not focused on my business. I was out there making money, like, you know, when I'm doing all this kind of stuff. But to make money on eBay, you have to be dedicated. You got to keep posting stuff. You got to at least post like 15 items a day, and then you're going to like make money. But I really hit it for like a couple weeks, and I was like just posting. Guys, I'm serious. But I had, by the end of like 3 weeks, I had like $65,000 of items listed on eBay. And sure, it's not real money, you know. It's like I listed it, and it's like, wow, $65,000. Where did that came from? Like I barely listed anything. I haven't even listed the whole Sprinter in here, you know. And I just got, you know, just listed some random things. And I realized at that moment that I got a lot more money than I thought I did. Because I'm thinking, man, I have a lot of this stuff. Like, if I keep listing, I could have like $1 million before the, you know, whatever. But there was also limitations. So, every single time I listed and I sold stuff, eBay keep upgrading my store. So right now, I could probably have, I can't remember, $150,000 worth of listings, I think, right now. So it's not $1 million yet. So that's that. And right now, I'm approved to list 50,000 items. Can you believe that? That's crazy, but I'm approved. It's technically, like, I think like 4,800. But they did some kind of little upgrade to my account where they probably did it to everybody, but they just made me feel special and just offered it. But probably most people got it. They said, hey, you can list 50,000 items till July. Did I take advantage of that? No. I wish I did, but I don't have priorities straight all the time. You know, I'm not perfect with this kind of stuff. But guys, like I noticed there was like a lot of income, and that was a game changer. This is why I went from making that money to making a little less, because I started actually spending money, buying Sprinter vans, buying, you know, all these cars. Man, I bought 2 Sprinter vans this year. I bought a 2013 Nissan Altima, 2015 Jeep Patriot, 2 engines, and a bunch of other stuff. I did a lot of stuff to my land, fixed a lot of stuff, and I spent a lot of money, and I made all that money basically online. That's where I've been making my money. And of course, from fixing customers' vehicles. That's something I did not expect to happen, because I did not even advertise myself to do that. As a matter of fact, I advertised against it. I said, I don't want to be working on your Sprinter van. I want to show you how you could fix it for free. But I have some viewers that are like, you know what? We trust you, Zimaleta. Or Serge. Sometimes they know my name. And they said, we want you to work on our vehicle because we know that you will do it right. And we trust you. And that feels really, really good. So that led me down in other ideas, of course, and I'm like, you know what, because I really did a lot of work for people this year, even though I really did not even advertise. And as a matter of fact, am I even saying that I even sell parts in every video? Not really. As a matter of fact, I should be saying that, screaming out loud, like at the beginning, I'm selling parts, you know, but I don't mention it. I don't know, I forget to promote myself a lot of times, so I'm not like all perfect on that stuff, you know. But I do provide links in the description of every video where you can click on my store and you can see what I'm selling. I am planning to right now add a lot of 3.0 liter diesel engine parts on there. This is why I got the two engines. One of the engines I got is a working engine. I'm going to use that in the 2012 Sprinter, and I know that I said that's going to be a conversion for 2.7 liter diesel engines, but guys, I have 8 Sprinter vans. Don't you think I'm going to get another one to do that project on? I just want to finish the 2012 project van and just put a 2008 engine and see where it goes. Just convert a 2012 into 2008 engine. Just do that. I'm going to leave all the safety stuff on there because I know when I said that in one of the videos, one of my subscribers said, you know what, you're gonna run into issues. You put in that other engine and you're gonna like remove all that stuff, but I never said I will. Leaving the AGR, I'm leaving the particulate filter, catalytic converters. That engine already has an overkill of all the stuff. They seriously got 2 catalytic converters. After that, they got a particulate filter and they have DEF system. I don't think I'm going to keep the DEF system because that's a complicated system. I don't want to have nothing to do with that system. That system is just terrible. Okay, I'm going to do away with it. I'm going to reprogram my computer and just go away with that. I'm not going to recommend you guys to do that because that would be against EPA regulations and you might get in trouble for that. And if your state has inspection, chances are you might not pass inspection. So I don't want to give you any wrong ideas that that's going to be the right way to do it. But that's going to be a project vehicle for me and I want to see what I could do. So I'm going to be purchasing some computers and some software to actually take a computer in a Sprinter and completely reprogram it and basically just make it do what I want it to do. So that's what I'm going to do. Long story short, okay? I know it's a little bit more complicated than that. Also, a lot of you guys, you don't know that I actually own the SDS system. Star Diagnostic System, which is as short for, you know, SDS is short name for it. So I'm going to call it SDS a lot. And that's actually a common terminology that's used by auto mechanic. They call it SDS. That right there allows me to do a lot of stuff. I cannot program keys. I thought I could with that system. It makes sense, but it's a different way to do it. And I can do it later on, but I'm going to have to get some different software. Maybe I could do it later on. I don't know. But there's a lot of stuff out there now that you could get that you could really do a lot of stuff. But I can do a lot of stuff with it, like program fuel injectors. I could do a lot of stuff with it. I'm just not even going to get into it right now. But that could be really good. One thing though, it can do, this SDS, if you got those DEF pop-up lights and it says you got so many starts left, I would not be able to clear those. According to some information that I know, that still needs to be done through Mercedes, and they have to call actually a special number and get in contact with this main computer in Germany, and they would, you know, do it that way. So that's going to be outside of my reach, obviously. I could still do it technically. I would have to pay for it, the service. It's like a service that you have to pay for. So yes, I would be able to do it, but I would need to pay for those services for me to even get started on that, and it's just not worth it for me. But actually, anyways, moving on. All of these different ideas that came about this year, me getting this SDS system this year, and all of these other cool stuff, and I'm kind of thinking, you know what? I have no choice now. People want me to work on their Sprinter vans. I'm gonna have to open up my own Sprinter shop, and I was kind of like leaning away from that. Like I didn't want to do that. Like. And you know why I thought I didn't want to do that? Because I thought that's not what I want to do. Because I became so digital, so making money online that I'm doing really good with that. And I feel that, you know, doing stuff physically, it's probably like not that beneficial anymore because I could just make money otherwise. Like for instance, I get some offers right now that I'm thinking they're scam artists or scammers, but literally there's offers for $200 for a 15-second ad, $600 for a 15-second ad on my channel, $900, you know, some big prices. I don't know if that's true. If it is, I mean, you know how I always have that mid-roll ad, whatever, like that just plays about my channel where I kind of like with a little music. I introduce kind of like what I do. You could kind of see quickly in 15 seconds. It's probably 17 seconds long. You could kind of see what I do on this channel. Well, I could quickly replace that with like one of those ads and actually make some money. And if you think about that, that's actually pretty cool because I'm making money otherwise, and I could continue making money with that. So I will work on that. And my channel is obviously growing, so pretty soon that's not going to be something out of the question. That's typically what happens is once you hit a certain amount of subscribers and views on the channel, brands just notice you, and before you know it, they want to work with you. You know, and that's just how things go, you know, if you're willing to work with them. Some people don't, and they're not going to work with brands because not everybody's going to get contacted, but certain people will. I certainly get contacted a lot. Like, my email is always full. I'm also getting contacted by my viewers and stuff like that, which is great. I really enjoy talking to my viewers, and I'm trying to come up with a way of me to have a show to where, I mean, I would like to do this every day, but I don't have time to do this every day because I would have to be like really devoted. I want to come up with a day that I could have my viewers call my show, and maybe for an hour, I'm going to have an hour show where my viewers call me up and ask me questions and talk about anything. Just have fun with it, you know, and until we get a next caller on the line, and then, you know, go from there. I want to do that. I really want to figure out how I'm going to really like work all those things out, but I have an idea, like a basic idea. If I don't make a live show, I could just record real people calling, and I could just put them on speakerphone and record them this way. It's not that professional. I would like it to be more professionally done, but we'll see. I'm going to work on that. I have some friends in the business that actually know how to set this up through the computer and everything. When you get all these calls, everything's going to be like recorded with high quality and stuff like that. Because I do want to be able to record my screen if I have one, want to record me, and maybe even have some video conference calls with some of these people. But my internet's kind of weak right now, so that's probably going to be out of the question. But I want to be able to provide my number and have people call me for free just to talk to me, you know, on my show during the time that I'm available, and just help people out, you know. However, I do also offer a way for me to talk to you guys, and I call it consulting. A lot of people, they just want to be consulted about what's going on with the Sprinter van. Like, they really need answers right now, because you would think there's answers out there, but there's really not. Most people, they just want to get you in and really do a whole bunch of nothing, and you pay them anyways. But I really genuinely care about people, and I want to provide real answers and say, you know what, from what you're telling me, look here, look there, do this. Oh, I had this before, fix this. And people are really thankful, and I charge $100 for a phone call for those. I say it's up to an hour, but it's really a whole hour not covered. Like, it's actually could be less than an hour. If I solve the problem, you know, a little bit sooner, it's going to be faster. But basically, it's for a phone call. And it might sound like it's a lot, but I really look at, like, what am I making? I seriously sometimes, like, really quickly, like, I make $200 here, you know, $250 here, $400, you know. It's just like things are moving really quickly, especially if I'm really focused and I'm doing my business. So I'm already making money. So for me to get, like, interrupted from that, that means I'm really taking away from what I'm already doing, and I'm gonna make a little less that time. So I have to kind of do it that way, and plus I still want to have a real, you know, I want to have a life at the end of the day, you know. If I would just have availability to me, I would love to do that, you know, just talk to everybody. But if I had this availability, even though I'm not like that special, right, I would just not have a life at all. Even if a small percentage of people decided to call me, that's it. I don't even know if I'm gonna really even be able to handle this amount of calls. But one of the ways I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it through Google Voice. And with Google Voice, there is this option in there that you could select, and it kind of like, what's it called? Like, you know, people call in, and it asks them who they are and stuff like that, and it kind of like, I guess, like, it keeps it from going, you know, forward. So it's like kind of people could be like on hold or something, or we could call some people back. But I could see me working out like something like this. But Google number, I have one. I've been using it for a lot of my stuff that I'm selling. Like, I also sell parts on Craigslist. And a lot of people, they call that number. So I know if somebody's calling that number, it's somebody that I shared this number with. So people are going to end up calling me back anyways. And most like, a lot of times what happens is people call me like they pay me like $100 to speak to me, you know, for something. But we became friends anyway, so then I don't feel like charging him, you know, like next time. So they call me up, we just talk, you know, so if I have time. But generally they know I'm limited on time, so they're really nice about it and just like try to like make it quick and stuff like that. And that way I could get back to what I need. Because my life right now is actually pretty busy. But this year, guys, I'm trying to go big. I am trying to build a shop. And I was only wishing and hoping for a shop that's 30 by 60, you know? Like I'm thinking that's going to be big, you know? Maybe a 12 or 14 foot ceiling. Just recently called my buddy up in Minnesota and I talked to him and I said, you know, this is what I want to do. And he says, you know what? Let me know when you're going to be doing it. I'm going to fly out there. I'm going to help you build it. He says, let's build you a 60 by 80 shop. Is that what he said? No, 60 by 60. And I'm like, what? Are you kidding me right now? Like 60 by 60. I mean, can you imagine that? That's really like huge. So I don't know if that's going to happen or not, okay? I would be content with 30 by 60 because that's the size I'm hoping to make. So I'm trying to get that done, but even to get that done, I got to get a concrete driveway. So I really need a lot of money. To be honest, I don't have that money right now, okay? But gosh, I'm really trying to make it. I've been buying some investments because I always invest my money, and then even in the stock market, and then I sell, try to make a little money here, try to make a little money there, like all over the place. So I got some money invested right now, and hopefully if I sell those investments, I will build a shop with that money because I technically have it. They're just in investments because I'm an investor, and eventually I'm going to be a real estate investor. Well, I am one technically. I have 2 properties, so I am invested here. But most likely I'll be buying more because real estate market will drop. And I do want to talk about that in some of my other videos. But guys, I'm trying to keep this as relevant as possible for my, you know, for my show, for you guys listen to me, because I produce a lot of content and it's been really difficult, but I keep going back and forth. Seriously, guys, this year, right before January hit, man, I deleted 400 videos off my channel, man. Last year, January, I deleted 800 videos off my channel. Year past that, another 400, another 300. Guys, I deleted a lot of freaking videos. You might be saying, why? And I always ask myself the same question. And I'm like, but I look at that video, I'm like, you know what? It's got 150 views here, 400. I even deleted videos with 10,000 views. But I'm thinking, is this video helping my audience? You know, I question those things. I'm like, it's not. Okay, delete. Delete, delete. So, this year, I decided not to actually delete. I locked them up. Then month passes through. I'm like, why did I lock him? Why didn't I lock him? Because the videos are good. They're helpful. And then I locked them up again. And today, I unlocked them again. Most of those videos are unboxing videos. Some of them are motivational videos. And guys, you know why I unlocked them, man? Some of them are family videos. They're not making me any money. And sure, they might not be making like anybody, I don't know, like any happy times. But when I made those, I was true and honest on those videos. I poured my soul out. I spent my time making those videos. And I really genuinely wanted to help the people that's watching those videos. Either being, you know, like motivational and try to help, or, you know, just share good time, you know, like with my family or whatever, or like make an unboxing video. And I was really passionate when I made those type of things. And I'm kind of thinking, you know what, I'm losing myself by not actually having those videos. Because I'm not just about, you know, Expedite or just about, you know, fixing sprinters. I'm so much more. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm all about growth, and I want to share this with other people so they could, you know, take some lessons maybe from my life, apply them to their life, and see if they could basically achieve some of their lives and, you know, some goals and stuff like that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this video was what you expected. I used to make a lot of videos like this. A lot of them got deleted, unfortunately. Even though I really kind of feel bad that I deleted them. I probably should have left them. But one of the reasons that I deleted them was because I'm thinking my channel's all over the place, and I just want to show people that, look, I got this sprinter stuff that I'm working on, and I just want to produce as much content as possible for sprinters. And maybe it's taken away from that. So it's like, I deleted that. Even though I'm very organized, everything has a playlist, and if you go on my main page, you will see Sprinter videos, you'll see Expedite, you see everything that I do, and everything's organized. You could click on that list and you could see what I'm doing. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. God bless you. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.